Peace, peace, y'all. Welcome to Cosmic Nobodies Conversation with your girl Sunshine Monet L. I'm very excited for this Cosmic Nobodies Conversation. This is someone who's never been on any of my platforms before, so this is a brand new energy that we're bringing to the stage. This individual I had the pleasure of meeting in Memphis at an event, and we hit it off, and then I got to attend his album release event, his listening party, which was super amazing. This man makes amazing music. His sound is really dope. He has a really dope sound. We're gonna, talk about his music. We're gonna talk about, some things that he has in store, what he's planning on, his influences, his ideals with what it is that he's trying to do. Peace, peace. And before, while we're waiting for him to come on to the stage, I'm gonna play one of his songs. This is on his new project, Trench Vanilla. This was released earlier this month, earlier in February. So we're gonna play this joint while we wait for my man to come in. All right, and I guess y'all let me know in the chat if y'all can hear it or not.
If you need it bad, then just hit my phone. If I missed it, then I'll call you right back. If you need it bad, then just hit my phone. Then just hit my phone. If you need it bad, then just hit my phone. If I missed it, then I'll call you right back. Cause I know you need it bad when you're stuck in the house and you can't go pick it up. So I'ma bring it out. Okay, now take a sip and take a hit and take a trip. Maybe we can fade it. If you're picking this and whispering and run a lip, we turn and flash and spills the tank. I stay to the west, left shot to the bell, the back to the elbow, grams and grams. Wholesale tax charge, 10 to the point. Motherfucker, I'm in on my sand. I'm walking in the bitch, list, frisky, bitch, kill, please make sure the ticket. If you need some shit, dropping all kinds of run your dishes. Outside, downtown, that's where I'm at. Loose keep them high just with a chopper, ran to the flag. Got birds in the trap. I run game from my playbook. I'm 2012 AP. Need a pack on the pull up on the slide. Just know you gotta pay for it. If you need a bag, just hit my phone. If I miss it, I'll call you right back.
I only play clips of the music because I just got a warning like, girl, stop playing this man music, it's copyright. And I'm like, dang, I'm just trying to do the motherfucking so that's one of his newer projects. That's on Trench Vanilla. I'm gonna play an old John to see if I'm gonna be able to see if they let me. Let's see. This is one of my this is one of the ones that I like. Now on Spotify, this joint dated for 2018.
She said, well, sure. I'm just trying to come. I'ma leave your ass not breathing, and you don't wanna smoke on my fucking trees, bitch. Nah, you can't smoke my fucking trees. You know my favorite color is green. I'ma leave your ass not breathing, and you don't wanna smoke on my fucking trees, bitch. Nah, you can't smoke my fucking trees. And you know my favorite color is green. Where the rest is stash, I don't know where it's at. I guess I'll pick up the pack, and then I'll pick up the rap. I might leave your ass stifling. Get the fruits of my labor, got flipped.
So I can only play like little bits of the song at a time so I don't get flagged too hard. But we got the guests coming in, so we're going to introduce Trees Tarantino to the stage. Let's see, because I had a couple pop-ups that was like, yeah. I don't know. It's acting like I ain't pressed no button. Okay. I invited you to the stage if you want to accept my invitation. Maybe it's because you sent a request and I'm sending an invitation. Whichever one come first. Try to figure out this internet thing. Okay, now it's saying I have none. I'll try it again. Okay, it's saying you can't join. Now it's saying, hmm, I just accepted it.
There
There
we
you
go.
go. Peace to the God.
Hello, hello.
How you feeling? How you feeling?
Like I said, it's your world. I'm just living in it. So,
Hey. All right, so we'll get into it. Introduce yourself. What's your mission statement?
um, my name is Tarantino, and I'm an R&B singer trapped in a rapper's body who shoots movies, and I just want to make dope shit with the homies. That's my mission statement.
Thank you so much for pulling up. I appreciate you for coming on to Cosmic Nobody's conversation. And the latest project that you have out is called Trench Vanilla. And for those of you guys who do not know, who have not had the pleasure of listening to Trees Tarantino, Trench Vanilla is a project that has 8 tracks on it. Some of the tracks are titled Bling Rams, Wind Stiller, Curtis Paxson, Lean Wilder. Can you talk to the viewers and let them know, like, what was the science behind you picking the names of the tracks? What was the vision that you were going for creating this music project?
Well, to answer your question on the song tracks, it kind of started with the Trench Vanilla moniker. I don't even remember. Hold on, see, look, I'm being a filmmaker right now. I gotta get this framing right. There we go. I don't even remember how that came about. If someone said it or if I said it, but I was like, Trench Vanilla. That's hard. Like, and that kind of sparked, playing the play on names. You know what I'm saying? As song titles, and because it was a friend of mine. I was Trench Vanilla. He was Brick Snowins. You know what I'm saying? This is back when I was, what I'm saying, in the street pharmaceutical industry. You know what I mean? That I am fully retired from at this point in time now. But yeah, it's like after that, it just kind of, it's like I'm a rapper. So as a rapper, it's like you always want to play with the words, wordplay. So, it's just from there. There a couple of examples of the name tracks, like that I wanted to name songs that didn't end up making it is Molly Parton. You know what I'm saying? Holly Cuddy, Naki Balboa, but so the Molly Parton, that one, I wish that one would have made it, but yeah, it's just literally just wanted some cool, like memorable titles of song names. So the inspiration behind the project itself is, I got locked up in 2023. You know what I'm saying? I was and from the street pharmaceutical industry, and that set my life down a path of like, basically getting humbled, losing everything, you know what I'm saying? Going from having the dope, the hoes, the money, what I'm saying, the motion and all that to shit going the other way. And people that I thought were in my corner for real, as soon as I didn't have some, that they could give them a value or something they could get from me when I was in need, stripped down bare to basically nothing. 'Cause, when you go to jail and you get out of that jail, it's like, man, I got a big get out my house. They auctioned off my car. My bitch left me. Like, I had no money. Like, it was, what I'm saying? And it was about 2, 3 people that would still answer the phone. So, um, all that to say that experience of like, being this, Trench Vanilla, and then but then having to be like Nick, and again, what I'm saying, Nicholas, and call my mom and, hey, I got nowhere to go. Can I move in with you? Get on my feet. It was like fast forward. So what I'm saying, when creating the, kind of culminating, it's like, all right, y'all want a villain. Y'all like the idea of the, what I'm saying? I'm gonna give you a villain, Trench Vanilla. Y'all want that street shit, what I'm saying? Y'all want that trap talk, like, I could play the role, and I'm from Memphis, so I had to,
And last point too, what it really came down to was like before this album dropped, like ain't nobody like throw on that Tree Tarantino in the club. Ain't no hoe shaking no ass no Tree Tarantino. And I have an extensive discography and you know what I'm saying, and I'm dope. You got here?
Yes,
All
sir.
right, my guy.
Yeah.
So my roommate's leaving. But you know, it's like not no more though. I was like, you know, I need to make some songs where they could be like throw that Tree Tarantino on in the club, and some hoes could shake some ass Tree Tarantino. Sometimes you got to dumb it down. But it's still flow, it's still wordplay. So it's a lot of it's a lot of layers and a lot of you know, like context and nuance to the project. But essentially, it kind of speaks for itself. Trench Vanilla, the album cover is a digitized version of my mugshot. You know, it's that street shit. Y'all want a character, y'all gonna get them. What Eminem say? I am whatever you say I am.
Where I super fuck with the project. You
You
got a lot of features on that joint. You want to name some of the features that you have on that project?
Most definitely. Oh yeah, a lot of them features was you know what I'm saying. The features was cost the fee. Something you know what I'm saying. So I'll proudly say the features. I had man, I had my OG Marco Dane. I had the Chattanooga rapper YG Tut come through. I had man, shout out to my homegirl Morgan McGraw in Atlanta. I had the boy Dre Gatz. I had the homegirl John. And of course, I had another hometown, you know what I'm saying, companion pro. And of course, one of my favorite artists of all time, I was blessed to, you know, be able to communicate, do business with, and ultimately get on the song, Mick Jenkins. So, yeah.
Yeah, you got Mick Jenkins. I'm a big fan of Mick Jenkins. You got him on a project called Lean Wilder, and I'm gonna play just a little bit so we don't get flagged too hard because you know I started getting the pop ups like, oh, this copyright infringement. So I'm gonna play a little clip of Lean Wilder before we get into the next set of questions.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. Trico Suave. Trico Green. Lean. Cause we back in this bitch. Wanna ride the waves. Members only need a membership. I'm from Memphis, Tennessee. You sit with me, gon' spend big grip. That gig, I tend to flip. P.I.M.P. from the L, that dirty water from the silk. Headshots cause I got my sights on. Who the fuck left all these lights on? Y'all can talk grass and see my on. I'ma see different headlights like a bright phone. I really see what beside me. Look like this bitch off my Spike Lee. Niggas that zip I can't copy. It's in my DNAs, no CMAs, no CPAs. My favorite string in the CPA haze. I'm feeling the craze. Feeling like diamonds floating on waves of pathways to pay. Third eye Lincoln, my third eye concave. How many visions are just premonition? Predict with precision to get what it got. So many lists, no answers to questions. I guess and I need to control with the study. Make the whole picture right next to the scripture. I roll up the swisher instead of the blaze. Don't move with the pace. I take a ride and go by me ways. Good days. Hey, I take a ride and go by me ways. I want
They trying to get cut off. But Jonas Fire, the Project Aspire, yes. Hidden Imperfections down there. The Project Aspire, all 8 songs. I had the pleasure of attending the listening party. I couldn't even pick a favorite song or a favorite feature. The features up here are so fire. Um, my next question for you is when did you start making music? Like, what influenced you to start making music?
Man, my dad plays guitar, and he used to play guitar and sing songs to my mom's womb when she was pregnant with me. So it was ingrained to me. But I want to say a quick ADHD side note. When I got that Mick Jenkins feature back, right, all the, you know what I'm saying, you know, barring any of the extemporaneous details that I won't share, when ultimately it was agreed upon that I was going to get the feature and he sent the email through, like, and I played it, and I first heard that, I was like, I literally paused it, grazie, and I was like, I called like you probably, you know, like my inner circle, like 6, 7 people. I was like, I don't care what you're doing right now. I don't care if you're at work. I need you to fucking get the fuck somewhere and listen to this motherfucking channel. We got the motherfucking Mick Jenkins feature. Yeah, it was beautiful. It's crazy. I saw a Facebook post from like 8 years ago where I was like, I listed my top 3 rappers. It was Kendrick, Isaiah Rashad, and Mick Jenkins. But yeah, side note. But as far as what inspired me to start making music, my dad plays guitar. You know, I was in band in middle school and high school. My dad always had instruments around. You know what I'm saying? I started playing instruments. First instrument I touched was a piano at the age of 9. I played drums in a band before, so my sisters used to pick me up from elementary school, bumping 3 6 Mafia half on a sack of some blow, and sipping on some scissor. So it's like it was always just I don't know if it was nature or nurture. You know, that's besides the point, but it's in me, not on me. It's like it's always been, that as far as what specifically inspired me to go, like be, with rap and hip hop and a lyricist and that kind of lane, was the band I was in. The drummer for Spec was here. I don't know if you know him or y'all heard of him. We were in a band together, and him and our mutual friend who was in the band put me on to Flying Lotus when I
Mm.
was like 16, 17, and that
Wow.
made me really want to get into, what I'm saying, like listening to production. And then of course I've always been a songwriter at heart, and so the rapping, and we used to freestyle all the time, so that kind of came naturally. So the short story of it is like, well, when did I start making music? What inspired me? Like it's kind of always been that way. So
Were your lyricisms always like rooted in spirituality? I hear the cosmic bars and the metaphysical metaphors and things like that in your lyrics. Has that always been something you've incorporated in your music? Is that something that's also in your upbringing as well?
most definitely.
Ooh, you went out on me. I can't hear you. Can you hear me? Hmm.
My sisters, my sisters are 10 years older than me. My dad's almost 70. My mom's like in her mid 60s. So like, I'm an old soul because I grew up around a lot of people that were older than me, and specifically my mom and my sisters. Like they were into crystals, gemstones, tarot, all that stuff. Like from, I mean, they had me, teaching me how to read tarot cards at 6, 7, 8 years old. My tarot card deck that I have is from 1996, the year I was born, and so even if I didn't all the way know it, like the full context until I got older, yeah, being in touch with my spirituality in general, which will then bleed over into anything creative, has always been there. So yeah, it's like I my parents never forced me to. It's funny because my sisters, they made them go to private Catholic school and for their grade school, but for me, I went to public school, and I wasn't forced to go to church. I wasn't forced to go one way or the other. It was like kind of figure it out, like basically there's no right from wrong. There's some laws to the universe, but like it's up to you. It's up to you to decide. So, yeah. So it's been. I've always been a kind of natural, like I'm like what is it, like an introverted extrovert or extroverted introvert, one of those two, to where like I've
Okay.
always kind of looked inner, but what I'm saying, but had but been a social butterfly. But yeah, I've always kind of yearned for the what's out there. You know what I mean? So,
That's fire. That's really dope. Um,
yeah, my
I,
parent,
I
my
love
parent, my
I
parent.
love that you incorporate that in your music, and then hearing your upbringing is like, oh man, it's cool to meet someone who was like raised in the realms of like tarot cards and metaphysical energy. I don't hear about that too much. As far as someone saying like, oh yeah, this is my whole life. I think that's really fire. So like, what are your goals with your music? What are you trying to do with it?
Man, I'm trying to get these fucking lame rapping over vocals ass fucking slaw ass rappers, like, what I'm saying, out the damn way. Like not on no beef shit, but like I have the belief and the knowledge that I am chosen, what I'm saying, and that's not necessarily to be famous or to, what I'm saying, have this or have influence or have a platform, but I'm chosen to, what I'm saying, to use my gift because I have a gift. And what I'm saying, my gift is words. And so my goal is to, ultimately, my goal is that I have no ulterior goal per se, but it's to make a career out of it in a righteous way, and to use my gift to what I'm saying, open other people up to their gift, and to like make dope shit with the homies and share it with the world, like for the people, for people who don't necessarily like aren't creative in that way, and want to express, and but also see, I kind of go back and forth. I'm a Gemini moon, so fucking kill myself. But like I
I
go back and
feel-
forth from like from that, and then also being like, nah, my goal is to fucking like bring some authenticity back to the game, and you know what I mean, and because that's what is missing. But ultimately, yeah, the goal is to. I don't know. I've been doing this shit for like, you know what I'm saying, for mostly free for 10, 15 years. I would do it for free for another 10, 15 years because I love to do it and I wouldn't be able to be sane and be normal if I didn't. It's just now that I've been doing this a little bit longer. It's like now I'm taking a more disciplined approach to like, all right, if I do want to make this a career and I do want to make this something viable, I need to my approach and my you know what I'm saying, my approach and discipline, for lack of better words, needs to be on point, and I need to move, you know what I'm saying, move righteously, and you know what I'm saying, or at least take a righteous approach. So the ultimate goal, I can put it like in this words, I want to be I want to play Red Rocks amphitheater.
Mm.
And I want to be the I don't know if it's the first person from Memphis. I think the first person from Memphis to win an EGOT, which is an Emmy, Grammy, Oscar, and a Tony. So
Ooh, yeah, okay. I never heard anybody even say that before. So yes, I like that. Okay, bet we're gonna get that. Yeah.
yeah, for sure.
Um. So
Call it a tree got. Uh-huh.
I love that. That gotta be the next
Tree got that
project.
EGOT.
That has to be the next project. Um.
Yeah.
So to someone, okay, so I was going back in your discography more so on Spotify. And the first project that you have up there is from 2018, and that one's called Kiki. Is that your first project?
Yeah, you was I was when I first joined the live, you was bumping a cakey joint. I was like, okay,
Yeah.
she doing her research.
Oh yeah,
Um,
yeah, I does this. I like banana pudding is my joint. I had heard banana pudding a while back because I didn't know the I didn't know the order of your discography. I honestly was just on Instagram, and when I typed in your name to put like a background song to a flyer, I'm like scrolling through the clips that Instagram got. I'm like, oh, what's this? So I just hopped on YouTube and started playing shit.
yeah.
Um, but yeah, banana pudding is the joint. I like it there. You got other songs on there like spaghetti song, no free throws, sunny side up. So, what was your influence for the Keiki project?
Man, that's like my weed smoking like party or not party but kickback album. You know what I'm saying? That was very much like and it's not my first album, it's my second album. So I put up my first album I put out was called Flock to the Trees. Now
Okay.
that's on SoundCloud, and I have a few other cuts on SoundCloud. That SoundCloud has my like discography going all the way back. The Flock to the Trees, that's a IYKYK, if you know you know. I chopped David Attenborough's narration of the forests and trees episode of Planet Earth as narration to the album. And I have like, you know, the Sunny Side Up track on Keiki is featuring, you know what I'm saying, Matt Lucas and Rudy. There's also a track featuring Matt Lucas and Rudy on Flock to the Trees. So um Flock to the Trees is my first album, but Keiki was my first like album that I put out on DSPs. That, you know what I'm saying, that I did all, you know, the paperwork the right way, and I had a release party, and you know what I'm saying, kind of you know, did it on that front. But the influence, yeah, that one was like, you know, we used to you know, we used to say that was like in high school, like late high school. I was in drumline and band, and like, you know, like we was weed smokers, and then right after high school, like the little group I used to run with was some of the drumline guys and other friends. We used to say cakey. That was like our term for like when we high, like when we baked, or when we, you know what I'm saying, blazed
Okay.
out. Oh, I'm cakey as fuck. And also like I wanted to, you know, I wanted to collaborate with new people and do features, and like it's just, yeah, that's the weed smoking kickback party album. So that one was like not necessarily like super deep. I don't know, that's for lack of better words. I don't mean to say it like that, but it was definitely, but I mean, if you listen to it, you see it still got the touches. I still got the voicemails and those touches, and the, you know, the little conceptualness of it. But yeah, that one was like, and it's funny because a lot of my you know, close friends and collaborators that, like, you know, saying that I have like a relationship more so than an acquaintance with, a lot of their favorite project of mine is Keiki. And that's, and out of my albums, out of my, I have 4 albums now: Flock to the Trees, Keiki, Treeses, and Turns Vanilla. It's Keiki's last for me. Not that I don't like it, but for everybody else, it's number one. So yeah, that was, you know, I was younger, and just trying to, you know, make something fun. And yeah, I ended up, I had at the release party, I had booty shorts that had Keiki on the booty, and them hoes sold out too. Uh,
Nice.
so.
So, what's your favorite project out of all the ones you've done?
Trench Vanilla by far and away.
Pink
Like
vanilla.
now,
Okay.
before Trench Vanilla it's Treesus, because Treesus was my first album. I put that out in 2020. I mean the cover right now. I alternate the cover every year because there's three covers, but the original
Hmm.
cover was literally me nailed to the cross, and
Okay.
um, and also it's like it was the first album that I did with no features. It's the first album that I did with one producer, which is my shout out to my boy Gebo. Gebo the Goat, that's who produced it. And you know what I'm saying? That's where I did like basically, all right, can I create a project that's interesting, that sound good, that's still me, that holds the artistic integrity, and is, you know, a good product, and also like raw, unfiltered, uncut me that's just me. Like, can I carry my own weight? You know what I'm saying? I don't need no features. And I was going through a metamorphosis of like of you know, being sick of relying on other people. That's when I started teaching myself how to engineer and going more producing more, because it's like motherfuckers won't send an email when you need them to send an email and shit. And you know what I'm saying? Why can't if you know, you know. And so I was like, I wanted to stop relying on people. And it's crazy now because with Trans Vanilla, like I'm back in that spirit of like collaboration and being open and like just wanting to contribute and be a part of, you know, something dope and not worrying about the details. But that was definitely like, you know, a very personal album. And I mean, it was also a lot of the things I spoke on in that album is like I put myself on a cross on the album, not as a disrespect, but because I was going to crucify myself before anyone else could. You know
Mm.
what I'm saying? I harken back to the Eminem, you know what I'm saying? The 8 Mile. Like, yes, I am a bum. Yes, I live in a trailer park with my mom. Like, I'm finna, whatever you think you got on me, I done been through, you know what I'm saying? I done been through way more shit and been way harder on myself than any person with words, you know what I'm saying, or actions could ever, you know what I'm saying, bring me down. Like, or you know what I'm saying, or try to attack my character or try to cancel me or this, that, and the third. Like, nah, like, I mean, you've probably got a sense of my personality as we get to know each other. Like, yeah, you could try, but you can't cancel me because it's only if you let people cancel you. And also, like, I ain't ashamed of nothing, and I'm finna like say what it is. I'll address anything, open up to anything, and I'm like I said, I'm harder on myself than anybody else. Like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
I get it. I get it, and I respect it.
But Trench Vanilla though,
So
that's the favorite.
Ginger vanilla is the favorite bet. So if somebody you spoke on the Treeses project, and that's the one part I haven't played a cut from that joint yet. So if you know I want to listen to the Treeses joint, what's what's the first track you would suggest me listen to?
Um, I mean, see, it's kind of personalized. For you, I would say listen to the track Easy.
Easy.
Easy is that was the first time you know what I'm saying, I ever got arrested and put in the box, and it had to deal, you know what I'm saying, the legal system. I was on probation, and Easy is my love song to weed. But posed as like a woman that, you know what I'm saying, that got taken away from me. And it samples it's a Stevie Nicks sample. That I got cleared, but Stevie took like 100% of it. So. But I didn't care about getting the revenue. I just wanted to, because the song is dope. But it's a love song to weed. Uh,
Okay, I got a love song of the week too. We gonna play this. We're gonna play a clip of Easy real quick, y'all.
okay, bet. Obviously. Okay.
Ever wanted something that you can't have,
I fucks with the cover too.
and you want it really, really
It's the
bad.
Last Supper, except I call it the
Yeah.
Last Session.
Anyway,
In the cover, Jesus has a gas mask on.
all you blind gently split the seam. Mary, Mary, Mary Jane, make life like a dream. I have lived through colder days, but life ain't what it seems. They done took my baby girl, I'm splitting at the seams. Oh yeah, but I feel like I cannot change. Yeah, I dance, but it still rains. Yeah, and you took away all my pain. I can't hold back, I can't refrain, explain. But you don't make it easy. In the still of the night when I ain't feeling alright, I say, you don't make it easy. In the still of the night, then I do it out of spite. I said, you don't make it easy. In the still of the night, then I roll the spliff of light. I said, you don't make it easy. In the Your little name ain't going down without a fight.
Okay, I heard it saying too.
Oh, it's literally just the Stevie Nicks
That's
song
it
with some
for sure.
808s. So,
That's fire. That's a
uh,
good one. I gotta listen to the rest of that, Joe, and I'm not up here and
yeah.
sit there and no tell us stuff.
Now,
So,
if I if
my
I if I
next
if I
question.
if I could
Huh?
suggest one other song from that project, though, I don't mean to interrupt you.
No,
I would
you
say the outro. Memories. So, because Easy's kind of different than the rest of the project. I don't know. Then I
good.
would say OMG because the song OMG interlude is like a song about if God was a woman. So,
Mm.
but I see. I'm not gonna lie. This is where the vain side of me comes out with the Gemini moon. Like I'm like all them hoes. Like yeah, that's just all them gems, top to bottom. Good.
Ain't nothing wrong with it. Ain't nothing wrong with it. Sometimes you gotta talk your shit.
Yeah, no,
That's how you make shit happen. We don't make shit happen being humble and being on our knees and shit like that. You make shit happen talking your shit.
right now, hey, now it's now you got to be humble. You got to have some humility. However, it's like you got to also like people forget that ego is necessary. Ego is good.
Yeah. Balance. Balance
It's
in all
now
things.
ego can easily, very easily. It's like ego is like fire. Fire can easily turn into destruction. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And be detrimental. But ego is necessary. It's like I'm confident and like I am, and and like in my product. And it's just yeah. It's like I definitely I got that self belief. But now I'm humble because God Himself humbled me a couple times. So. Or whoever, the higher power, Oprah Winfrey, Tom Cruise, the universe, like so I got to be humble, but I definitely ain't getting on my knees for sure.
Respect. I feel that. I feel that deeply. So, when it comes to your music projects, what's the next artist that you would like to work with?
You know what's crazy? I'm gonna get my notebook.
Are we manifesting?
Well, I was doing this exercise with my friends of like describe me in 3 words, and I'll describe you in 3 words. I did it
Okay.
with my homie Janae and the producer, and also I have not even properly shouted out. Trench Vanilla was entirely produced by Bernie Amsterdam. Shout out to my boy, the best producer by far and away in Memphis. Like the dude is a fucking wizard. He's a goat. He's a good fucking person. You know what I'm saying? And that man can cook. But yeah, he produced the project. But in this in this little like basically a thought experiment or like whatever we were doing, I asked people like, "What's your dream collab?" And I'll tell you mine. And so I would like in the future, like in the immediate, like what's attainable. I would like to work with Anicia from Atlanta. I would like to work with Flippa T. I would like to work with Tizo Touchdown. Um, I would like to work with Isaiah Rashad. That would be amazing. That's my
Mhm.
favorite artist. And I got YG Tut, you know what I'm saying, on the track. So it's like it's the degrees of separation have now lessened by at least one.
Sorry.
So and you know what I'm saying, and I mean I really marked one of them off my list with Mick Jenkins. That like you know what I'm saying, it's crazy because when I like getting the Mick Jenkins feature, it's like it was kind of unceremonious. I didn't have this big super aha moment. It was like
Hmm.
but it was more so like a yeah, like yeah, I did that. Like it's not it's possible. And people ask me, how'd you get the Mick Jenkins feature? I asked. So and you know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? And he, you know what I'm saying? And I had a budget and he worked with it. And but also it's like at the same time on the other side of that coin, like me being so excited about having that feature, it made me realize how many people haven't heard of Mick Jenkins. You know what I'm saying? So it's like it's all it's all a perspective. But those are some artists I like to work with. Oh, there's one more on here I wrote somewhere. Uh type shit. Hold on here. Yeah, I got dream. This here's some fun shit. In this, I have my dream blunt rotation. Julius Caesar, Prince, Jesus of Nazareth, and Dante from Dante's Inferno. That's my dream blunt rotation.
Dante, that's an interesting one. Definitely Julius Caesar.
Yeah, I gotta holler
Hmm.
at him, bro, because he was one of the few human beings that had plot armor in real life. I guess I can't find the other one, but yeah, those are some examples. Yeah, I would like to work with Tizo touchdown, especially Isaiah Rashad, maybe Sir. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's a good one.
yeah, but like Flipatito and Anicia, man, I'm loving the wave that the of the female rappers or the women rappers, whatever the proper language is to use. Y'all ladies is out here killing it, like, you know what I'm saying, and I love that shit. Like, shout out to Morgan McGraw, her feature, she's the hardest feature on the whole project to me.
Yeah, she's fire. She's fire. Y'all gotta check out this music
Whole
project.
time, she not even a rapper. She really a R&B singer, like a soulful R&B kind of. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
she don't like it's crazy because she body everybody and she not even a rapper. Like she can literally be like, but I'm not a rapper.
Nah, she ain't on that joint. Yeah, all the features that you got up there are uh very talented and the sounds blend. You know, sometimes when you have features, it's like you got one sound and the person that's featured on the joint got a whole different sound and it sound like a
Mhm.
clash or whatever. But everything was just like water. Everything was
I
like water.
appreciate
Even like the tracks into each other, flowed into each other like water. The whole cohesive idea with leaving voicemails and recording them and everything. And I got to, you know, for those of you that are new here, I got to watch Trees perform and watching your performance and how everything was flowing together was very fire. Your stage presence and you know how you went from one song to the other, the transitions of the things, dope. You got men's in the background doing the lights, and I was like, oh,
Yeah,
okay.
that part was on spot, but hey, but that's the beauty of it is when you have proper preparation to prevent poor performance,
Mm-hmm.
the things that happen in the moment that are unexpected or you know what I'm saying, like spontaneous, end up being to you know to your benefit, being positive rather than negative. Because you know Murphy's law, people think it's what can go wrong will go wrong.
Right.
The actual language of Murphy's law is what can happen will happen. And
Mm-hmm.
so, you know, if you're set up and prepared, you know, it's shout out to my dog Janae, Sumo. Her company's called This Is Intentional. It's just all very intentional. You know what I'm saying? Like if I'm gonna talk my shit and you know I'm a all this, it's like no, I'm gonna come with it. I'm gonna do what I can. I might not have the biggest budget or a live band or like theatrics, but what I can do is all right. I'm gonna make sure I have live mixes. I'm gonna make sure it's interesting. You know what I'm saying? And I'm a real maniac. Like, and so I'm kind of cinematic by nature. I call like my little philosophy recently is like my music. I call it audio cinema. And so I want it to be like you're watching a movie with your ears. You know what I'm saying? And so I have a natural cinematic kind of touch to everything. So you know, and also just I've been doing this shit a long time, and so it's like I got reps, and you know that you know, and so it's like the reps of especially like two of the you see me perform live the my two main tracks you probably heard like I've been performing those for a minute, and but like also I've evolved like the exact you know like in betweens and cutouts and you know the fucking Geppetto shit, and yeah, it's like very intentional, and it gives me room to like experiment or like let shit happen. Otherwise, is when I got that on lock. So so yeah, no, it's definitely I appreciate your the words because I take a pride in my approach live, and also it's like I like. I get looked at crazy, you know what I'm saying? Because I look crazy and I talk crazy when I'm, you know, like when I'm at the rap show, they're like, what the fuck has he got to say when he got on the stage? Because you know, people that don't know me, they doubt me, but as they should, because ultimately I'm a guest in this space, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? And whether you know what I'm saying I've earned, nobody owes me respect or time of day off rip. I got to earn it, and so that ultimately fuels me. I'm like, yes, I actually prefer you to doubt me because then when I do my thing, it's like, oh shit. So it's like, yeah, it almost excites me in a way. It's like I'm gonna have this shit so on lock that I'm a surprise. You at least gonna be. You're not gonna be not entertained or bored. You know what I'm saying when you perform. You might not like it, but you can't hate on it. And if you do hate on it, hate's just love with a mask on.
You cannot hate on it at all. Man's even incorporate some comedy in the transitions of the song.
Yeah, I'm a real silly
Um,
dude, so I got to.
yeah, I thoroughly enjoyed your performance.
What's
So
your favorite track off the album? I know you said you didn't have one, but do you? Now that you sat with it a little bit, because you got to hear
uh,
it before it came out. You know what I'm saying? And then now that it's out,
Curtis Paxson was up there. That was like I had wrote three songs down when I first heard it, and I couldn't figure out between the three which one I liked the most. But I will say Curtis Paxson was definitely one of them.
that's the sleeper.
Um,
That's the sleeper song on the project. Huh.
Lee Wilder was up there because I was like, this guy got my. First of all, I don't know too many people that even know who the fuck he is.
Right,
So I
right.
was like, ooh,
You know what
that's
I'm saying? We
cool.
tapped in. We tapped in. Huh.
Yeah. And then I like the joint you had with Don Marco, that's his name, right?
Yeah, Marco Dane.
Marco Day, yeah, got his
Shout out
name.
my boy
I
Marco Dane.
got the
OG.
dyslexic for a
Hey,
second.
let me give him his flowers for a moment. Like, hey, people need to do their research on Marco Dane. So, like,
Yeah.
I ain't even really gonna say too much, but that's my dog, stand up dude, and just like, you know what I'm saying. I be messing with him like, you know, like he's my old head, but my old head bumping. But even beyond like age and all that, like, nah, bruh got that. He got, I call it that. He's got that. You know, and that knock, and yeah, he bumping, and he just like. If you notice, even the track on the album with him, I don't have a verse on it. So
Mhm.
I think it's like because I wanted to give him some shine, and he kind of spazzed. I call it going Darko. I was like Marco went Darko, but yeah, no, do your research. You know what I'm saying. Make sure you show some respect. You know what I'm saying, and love to Marco Dane. It's an OG, and man, everybody that's involved on the album, I wouldn't wouldn't be it wouldn't be what it is without them. And fun Easter egg fact. So if you like Curtis Paxson, the voicemail in the beginning, Curtis Paxson is my
Mhm.
homegirl said, I'm probably about to get a DUI right now, but I just want to say the best thing you've ever written is, and I feel like I cannot change. I dance, but it still rains. That's from Easy. That's from the
Okay.
song
Oh,
Easy.
okay. Yeah, yeah.
Type
Nice.
shit.
I like the full circle. Okay.
It's very cylindrical, or not cylindrical, but yeah, it's very round and cylindrical in my world, in my cinematic universe. It's all intertwined. So
Same, same. I love the divine alignments and the circles in between.
it's a
So
real
what's
cinematic
next for
universe.
you? What's next for you in your music journey? Like, do you have any other endeavors that you're adding to the music? I see you getting the visuals have been on point. Man, if y'all not following Tree Tarantino, pull up on him because from the photography to the videography, man's is eating with the in alignment with the music. But yeah, so what's next in the music? What are the other endeavors that we're incorporating here?
I appreciate that. I definitely I've been making an effort to just like kind of just do it, like not like have like rules or like because we get kind of tied to and married to like the vision a little too much sometimes. Like I want the
Mhm.
music video with it, this that and the third. It's like, all right, what's getting responsive numbers? All right, it's the vertical. It's shooting the vertical, post it on social media. All right, what can I do with what I have in front of me? I got these places, these resources. I can just shoot it. I can still make it cinematic. And yeah, and it's like also. I, just to harken back to like what I'm saying, like I love this shit, and so it's like I gotta remember that like if I'm feeling like it's too tedious or what I'm saying, or this that and the third, like video editing and all the little ins and outs, it's like, bro, I would rather be having that type of problem of like, damn, this shit's kind of fucking annoyingly tedious than fucking any other fucking job and shit. So it's like I just fell in love with the process again. But what am I working on next? I got two singles that I'm dropping. Well, first of all, I got the next part of the documentary. There's a whole documentary with the Trans Vanilla. The first part's already out. I'm dropping the documentary on March 13th. I got two singles. I don't know exactly when they're dropping. To follow up the album with that are kind of in the same sonic aesthetic as Trench Vanilla, both produced by Dre Gatz, Ice Cream Paint Job, and I Don't Fuck With. Those are two singles that's gonna come. But then the next project, the next body of work. I mean, who knows on singles and features? Like I'm very open. Like I'm not too like tied to the rules and regulations and stuff. But like I said, being diligent and making sure I do have some sort of path. The next body of work is an R&B album, which is like it's funny because I got because it's all authentic, but it's ultimately characters and eras. And right now, the era is Trench Vanilla. But what I'm going to follow up, the next body of work I'm following up with is going to be a full length, like 15 plus track R&B album called Heart on E Still, which is acronym for hoes. Heart on E Still. These hoes got my heart on E Still. Which I thought about
Okay.
though, and let me ask your opinion. I know we live, but somebody posed to me the other day. They were like, "Yo, just call it Heart on E." And I'm like, damn, because like that made me think because it's hard on E still. But I've been in a real good spirit lately. I don't feel like my heart's on E still, not still to the day. You know what I'm saying? So, and ultimately, hard on E still. My ex, who a lot of this sad R&B music is based off of. Her name starts with E, and so it's like my heart ain't on her neither. but my heart was on E, so Heart on E. Still, I don't know, but
Mhm.
what you like better, Heart on E still or Heart on E?
See, I like Hard on E still because I like the term hoes. But then
Okay,
I also like the Hard on E because
okay,
I
yeah.
like that concept. Like, it's
And it's
kind of
still
like a
hoe.
gas
It's
tank
still acronym for
kind of.
hoe.
Yeah, yeah, it's still an acronym for hoe. And it's like, my tank on E, my heart on E. I fucks with it.
Right. Well, either way, that's whatever ends up being. That's an R&B album. An R&B album is what's next before the end of the before the year's out. With them two singles, and then like I said, no telling what's in between. Might do a short film, might do this, that, and third. But that's what's officially on the docket on the schedule for me personally. Trees Tarantino and company is those two singles and the R&B album. So.
Okay, two singles and an R&B album. I love that. All right, so my last question, well, it's like a double part question, but this is my last question for you is let us know where we can find you at, and also let us know how we can support you on your movement. What are some ways we can support you?
I appreciate that, and I know I appreciate saying you being a malleable because I'm a bit of a yapper. I'm fluent in Japanese, and I got my master's in yapology.
That's
Um,
that Gemini moon.
but
It's all
it's
right. This is
crazy,
a safe space.
right? I've been repping the Gemini moon, but I'm a Capricorn. I'm the goat though. I'm the goat. Like my
Yeah,
son, what I'm saying? Bad.
talk
Um,
your shit.
but anyways, where you can find me, hey, Trees Tarantino on everything. Trees Tarantino on everything. I've worked hard to streamline my online presence and all that shit. I'm talking about you can Google Trees Tarantino and you will see this bald white face. Actually, you might see when I had hair, when I had a hairline. But Trees Tarantino on everything. I'm talking about Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, PlayStation Plus, Quora, Gmail, fucking damn any obscure like title, Amazon. Everything is Trees Tarantino. If you Google trees, a picture of a tree is gonna come up. But if you Google trees Tarantino, I'll come up. And then how can you support me? Man, just watch, like, subscribe. Honestly, it's like how you can support me is however you desire to. Like at the end of the day, like I'm doing it because I love it, and it's like I don't know. I can't find the exact words because this sounds a little uppity. Like I don't know. It's like I'm not looking for like or need the support, but that's the wrong way to say it. More so like just like hey, just watch the journey, come along for the journey. If you rock with it, like, subscribe, all the simple shit. Share, you know what I'm saying? Bump it. You know what I'm saying? Send her brother an Apple Cash, you know what I'm saying, if you want to. But it's not about the money. It's just if you rock with it. If you don't, you don't. You know what I'm saying? So how can you support me? However you so desire. And treestarantino.com, man, Trees Tarantino on everything. So very, very straightforward. So
Thank
actually, you know what?
you.
I changed my mind. How can you support me? Go watch the documentary. Go watch the documentary.
Watch the documentary.
So go watch the
And
documentary
remind us one more time, where's the documentary?
on YouTube, and you'll never guess what my YouTube handle is.
Mmm.
Trees
Tree.
Tarantino. Yeah, yeah. I took the words right out of your mouth. Trees Tarantino. But and then part two is dropping March 13th, and it's gonna be a four-part documentary. And
Ooh.
yeah, I'm trying to really, I'm trying to like up my like output and also just like visual pairing with the music because when you engage all of the senses of the listener, of the supporter, it makes it stick more. So you can be the most fire artist and put out the music, but it's like ultimately it is a game and you got to play it a little bit. And so but
Mhm.
having them visuals, even if all you can do is just the basic rap video, do the basic rap video, but put your own touch on it. So I'm just trying to make sure I have a kind of an equal equal eye, consumption with the ear consumption. So equal visual output. So, but yeah, that's how you can support me. Go watch the documentary, youtube.com/Tree Tarantino.
Yeah, we're definitely gonna check that out. I really enjoy having you up here. We've had our energy exchanges already in person and on the phone, which have both been like very insightful, very pleasant. I enjoy the Gemini Moon energy. I enjoy experiencing your passion and your confidence and your artistry is just,
Thank
and
you.
your intellect is just awesome to me. And so, thank you again for those of you guys just tuned in. Y'all check out Trees Tarantino. His music is on YouTube and Spotify and all the other streaming platforms. You can hop on Google, type in Trees Tarantino. He has a new project called Trench Vanilla. Also, make sure y'all check out his documentary, Trees Tarantino, and all his other music projects. His music is amazing. We got the metaphysical bars with the smooth. I think they
There's something
smooth
for
is
everybody. You know
whiskey
what I mean? So
flow.
there's something for everybody, and I got to shout out one more time. Shout out to Bernie Amsterdam who produced the project, and shout out to Dre Gatz who mixed and mastered the project. If it there would be no Trench Vanilla without them too. And but yeah, and I appreciate you, and of course, yeah, it's been lovely. You know, what I'm saying, getting to know you and exchanging energies and seeing what you be on, and just like you're a different perspective. You're not from where I'm from, and where I'm from, like. You know what I'm saying? We can get real what's the word? Like we can get real like crabs in a bucket slash tunnel vision. Like you know what I'm saying, of like the people and the mindsets we be around. So it's refreshing, you know what I'm saying? Somebody who's from outside of the circle, you know what I'm saying, who is, but also open and willing. So, make sure y'all check out Sunshine Money L too. You're in a documentary a little bit on part
Mm,
two and three. So yeah.
awesome. Got my little actor cameo. I got to put that on the resume.
For sure, for sure. Are you in there? I got. There's a couple of yeah. You got a whole little like 15-second thing a couple times, and I had the camera going the whole time during the. I don't know. Yeah, there's a madness to my method. So
Respect. Well, y'all enjoy this interview. For those that are just stepping in, just wait for this joint to upload and just rewind it back to the beginning. We listened to some dope ass clips from his music and got a whole bunch of insight on what it is that he got going on, what he's doing. But I'm gonna let y'all go. Again, this has been a pleasure. Thank you so much, Trees.
thank
And
you.
we're gonna manifest that collab in the future.
Hey, I ain't hating on you. I'm waiting on you,
Hey, say less, brother. Peace,
man.
peace,
Peace.
y'all.